Coming up on Instantly Dated, in the US we had an awesome Star Wars Death Star, but wait till you see the piece of crap cardboard Death Star they got in the UK back in 1978. A new company is trying to bring 24-hour news to your local digital subchannels, but is it all an alien conspiracy? The most epic TV news promo of all time, and was Taylor Swift in this Japanese McDonald's commercial? Does anyone care? It's all on this episode of Instantly Dated.
Benji! Look, Mary, it's Benji!
Instantly Dated is brought to you by... You've heard about the new Benji movie, but you have to see the originals. They've been restored in high-definition widescreen for the first time with special features. Available now at Walmart and Amazon from Mill Creek Entertainment. Welcome to Instantly Dated, the show about retro and consuming fun, non-mainstream media and producing video content. I'm McHugh. Let's start out with a toy that's a fuzzy memory in a lot of your minds, the Star Wars Death Star Playset.
Here's the new Star Wars Death Star space station that you put together. Action figures each sold separately.
Darth Vader's firing a laser cannon! It's been hit! He's after Luke! Take the elevator! Hurry! Now cross the light bridge! You won't escape me! Jump, Luke! Oh no! The trash compactor! There's a trash monster! The wall's closing! Save!
Kenner's new Star Wars Death Star space station. Action figures each sold separately.
I love him at the end. Save! Because that's what I would always declare at the end of every action figure action thing I was doing. Save, right. Okay. All Americans say that for everyone, just so we know. Now, I'd completely forgotten how the lightsabers were embedded in Luke and Darth Vader's hands and they'd slide out. It's a little bit gruesome for a child. And remember how they'd always bend and you'd have to try and straighten them. It wouldn't work right. Probably just better to have them in their hands. Well, Kenner's Death Star Space Station was the first Star Wars playset ever to be released. The playset was released back in 1978 and once again in 79. Because it was so huge, in many places outside the US, a cardboard, yes, I said it, a cardboard Death Star playset was sold elsewhere. Check it out. This thing is only 20 inches tall.
The year is 1978, and Palatoy bring you Star Wars. Here on Death Star, Ben Kenobi combats the awesome power of Darth Vader, while Han and Leia battle for their lives in the trash compactor. Luke evades the stormtroopers with R2, D2, and C-3PO. But can he escape in the X-Wing fighter? Only you will know. Only you can create your own Star Wars. Death Star, vehicles, figures, all sold separately. May the Force be with you.
Okay, I can't even verify that that was a legitimate commercial from 1978, but it looks like the real deal, right? And the announcer, I mean, it sounds legitimate when he says, "Only you," multiple times. It seems like something that an announcer would say in 1978, I guess. So, hey, if you want to keep the Instantly Dated good vibes coming, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. I'm just telling you to do it right now. Now to an obscure toy line that I completely forgot about until I saw the commercial for it. Revell's Power Lords!
Power Lords!
Extraterrestrial warriors.
I am Lord Power, leader of the Lords! Griptog and Roygoth are attacking! We must help Psyduck defend Balkan Rock! Power Lords!
Griptog has 4 fists. Psyduck is finished. It's Lord Power. He zapped Griptog's head. But Arcus has Psyduck.
Power Lords!
Adam Power's Psyduck, Griptog, and Arcus are each sold separately from the Power Lords collection, new from Revell.
Okay, it was a little weird there how they were interspersing the cartoon with the toys, like the toys weren't good enough, and also, too, the way that Griptog was abusing, what's his name again? Psydoll? I just feel like that was not good-natured brawling at all. That was just, it was a bit over the top, and a little bit hard for me to stomach. But I completely forgot that I actually had Adam Power and Griptog, and I wonder if my dad got these for me because maybe they were on sale. I can't imagine that I'd actually ever ask for them specifically. These Power Lords, they came out in 1983. Adam Power, if you didn't already know by that commercial, could change into Lord Power by pushing a button. His torso would then flip, and it was kind of weird, actually, and he really looked creepy as Lord Power. Always kind of disturbed by this toy now that I think about it. If you want to be inundated with Instantly Dated's wholesome goodness on Twitter, just follow me at Instantly Dated. Coming up after these retro commercials that I'm going to play just for funsies, I'll show you a Japanese McDonald's commercial advertising, wait for it, the Tomato McGrand.
Intelligence has identified a substantial buildup of hostile forces right here in our own backyard. And I'm giving you the green light to clean them out. Gentlemen, you're the best. Get up there and prove it.
Okay, boys, let's kick some.
I've got him. Watch back. Moving down the right side. He's on me. Pull out. Pull out. He's on your way. Keep on him.
Action X for your VCR.
Yeah.
If it were any more real, it wouldn't be a game.
This is Big Track, the computer-activated truck from MB Electronics. Program in up to 16 commands, and Big Track will advance, turn, and fire 3 blasts. Big Track follows its instructions and can maneuver around every obstacle to complete its mission. Program it, and Big Track obeys.
Well done, Big Track.
Big Track from MB Electronics.
We've never seen Ronald McDonald's wife before. Well, if you watch this Japanese commercial from around 2006, you'll see her for the first time. And she's played by Taylor Swift, right?
Tomato McGrand, I'm loving it. Debut.
So, is that really T-Swizzle doing part-time work? Or does she have the perfect doppelganger working as a model in Japan? And what the heck is a Tomato McGrand? Well, the best comment, I know I digress here, but the best comment on that video, if you scroll down and watch it on YouTube, is somebody says, I keep thinking that if the fan got any closer, would she blow away? LOL. Well, because you asked. Starcasm.net says the real star is Hungarian model Agorota Varga. They also say a Tomato McGrand is the same as an Arch Deluxe, minus the bacon, which I don't know what any of that stuff is. But, dude, you know, I've been saying dude a lot recently, and that's exactly what I remember everyone saying it back in junior high a lot, and our parents then saying it, but in a snarkier way because they felt awkward about saying dude. So that's kind of how they say it. Dude.
1 minute, duder. Dude. Dude. Dinner's over, worm dude.
And I remember David Spade, he had this bit about the 3 ways that you could say dude. There was like you did something good. Dude. And then there was like you failed. Dude. And then the last one was, are you in the closet with a knife? Dude. I used to work in TV news, and I got a soft spot, I gotta admit, for the good old days. So, I dug this up for you. The most epic news promo ever made. right, so I've just never ever seen a news promo like this. I mean, this is somebody with a film background there. These action shots of the news van I'm looking at, they're absolutely amazing. There's a big dolly shot coming up. There's steady cam shots. They do this cut, 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 cut. They have even the control room rather lit with a gel, and the news center and the weather center and everything. I mean, this was really storyboarded well. Tracking shots and whatnot for TV6 news update. Kind of nice, and I really like how they brought it together at the end. Kind of zoomed out from the news set to your house. Somebody watching, drinking a cup of coffee, I guess, with their kid. Definitely epic. It really takes me back to the good old days. Good old days of television news. There's this thing called NewsNet. Have you heard of NewsNet? First, they launched a 24/7 local news channel covering northern Michigan. Then, they were hired to help build another news station, a network airing on 5 TV stations in Nebraska. Now that team is taking its model nationwide with the launch of NewsNet. It's a 24/7 news channel without pundits, they say, panels or shout shows, built from the ground up with over-the-air broadcast in mind. So basically they're taking these Diginets, if you will, digital sub-channels. You know, you got your main channel 4, and then you got channel 4.1, 4.2. They're trying to cater to those. And they say no pundits, but, you know, in my mind, local news has always been that way. Nothing new here. Local cable systems have been doing this for years. Let's take a look at their promo, though. See what they're about. NewsNet.
Introducing NewsNet, the 24/7 news channel that gets back the headlines.
6 people are dead after a pedestrian bridge.
What the? Wait a minute! NewsNet is run by Romulans! And I know a Romulan when I see one. Wait, that's Captain Picard. Nah, not a Romulan. And that's Spock's dad. and not a Romulan, right? What the heck is that? Lieutenant Yar or a Romulan? Crap! I'm completely confused now. Well, that's definitely a Romulan. Now that we got that cleared up, back to the article about NewsNet, all right? Let's get serious here. In recent years, this is a quote now, we've heard more and more complaints about existing 24/7 national news channels, said Eric Wotila, looks like, president of NewsNet, which is scheduled to launch late this year. He says, at the same time, we've received constant compliments about the straight-to-the-facts, no-nonsense, commentary-free local news coverage we provide on Michigan News 26 and our 24/7 local news channel in northern Michigan. So we thought, why not take this model national? Launching a new network has been a long process, which began as a Kickstarter campaign, that's interesting, under the network's working title LNN, and feedback from that campaign reinforced the demand for a 24/7 news channel focused on scripted headlines rather than talk and opinion. So they're pitching to affiliates and trying to build out. And they said the key to NewsNet's success will be our affiliates. They're reaching out to them, want to be carried on the sub-channels, and they say it's a turnkey local news production service for a small fraction of the cost of building their own news operations. So turnkey, what they basically mean probably is, okay, you want to go have NewsNet, we're going to have this national news feed, and then we're going to go hire a freelancer or 2 in your area, and they'll go feed news packages in, and we'll insert those. And then, of course, you could run your local commercials, and you got yourself a news operation 24/7. And what else about NewsNet? Well, it ends with Wotila saying, in addition to providing national news, 2 stations across the country will want to bring the success of our existing 24/7 local news channel to other stations, and by offering a turnkey production, local cut-ins, airing on local news affiliates, they hope to do just that. Well, I hope they're successful, and that they bring some freelance work to the many amazing out-of-work journalists across this country. Hey, if you're interested in how the TV sausage is made, grab my book, Secrets of Producing TV and Online News. It's on Amazon. Tell them McHugh sent you. TubeFilter's reporting that YouTubers can now launch streams directly from their webcams or computers without the need for any additional setup or encoder software. You just push the button. Creators visit youtube.com/webcam or simply click go live from your channel headers to initiate the live stream instantly. In a blog post, YouTube added that it's making it easier for creators to launch live streams from mobile devices as well as enabling broadcasts directly from the camera app on select phones, including those made by Asus, LG, Motorola, Nokia, and Samsung. And I noticed I had it on my ZTE phone as well. Other recent updates to YouTube include live automatic captions, chat replay, the ability to add location tags to mobile live streams, and new super chat triggers. Ooh. All right, great. Now I can finally stream live from my Nokia Taco phone. All right? Looking for something non-political in your Facebook feed? Like my Facebook page. Just type Instantly Dated. That wraps it up for this episode of Instantly Dated. I need a catchphrase to outro with, so how about this? My duwadum is killing me.
Benji! Look, Mary, it's Benji!
You've heard about the new Benji movie, but you have to see the originals. They've been restored in high-definition widescreen for the first time, with special features, like new audio commentary with director Joe Camp. The Hollywood Reporter says Benji is truly remarkable, and Liz Smith from Cosmopolitan says Benji is the best family film of our time, maybe of all time. Available now at Walmart and Amazon in Blu-ray, DVD, digital combo. Go to Mill Creek Entertainment's website, millcreekent.com, to learn more.